Hello again, everyone, and welcome to Tiger Talk, a special Tuesday edition thanks to the Labor Day holiday yesterday. Gerard Wellbrock with you as we talk some Fort Hays State football. Head coach Chris Brown will be joining us, recapping an exciting season opener, 48-7. Fort Hays State winning in Joplin over the Missouri Southern State Lions, and now gets set for a big one this Thursday night, home opener at Lewis Field. The 13th ranked Mules from Central Missouri will be in town, and we'll take a preview look at that ball game, which should be a fun one on Thursday. We're going to take our first break. Of course, a reminder, the Tiger Talk presented once again by Mocha's Coffee Bakery and Bistro at 27th and Indian Trail in Hays, and by Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers on North Vine, the taste that brings you back. Head coach Chris Brown joins us right after the break here on Tiger Talk. Welcome back to Tiger Talk. Some of the action from Thursday night, and the Tigers win in Joplin over Missouri Southern. 48-7 was the final score. Gerard Wellbrock joined by head coach Chris Brown, and congratulations. A great start to the game, and obviously you win a season opener convincingly. You can't ask for a whole lot more.
No, you can't. Our kids played pretty well. They prepared themselves, all year long for this opportunity, and went through a hard camp, and it was time for them to hit on somebody else. I thought our kids did a really good job. In the first half, we just got to learn how to play two halves. But very proud of the way they prepared themselves. It was a long day sitting in a hotel room. A lot of different things can happen. But our kids handled it well and prepared themselves and got themselves ready to play a good football game, and they played pretty well.
You had to like that first 5 possessions, just score points, and that kind of takes the pressure off a little bit when you can jump out to the lead like that.
It is, it does. We started early, scored, that first drive, and then kicked a couple field goals, and but you got to score every drive, and that's our goal. Especially when we get to the red zone, we got to find a way to get points on the board, and our guys did that, and our defense did a good job of giving our offense good field position as well, and had some good returns too. So those things help, but our guys worked as a team and did the things they needed to do to help each other out, and we came up with the win.
Season openers are always nerve-wracking. We talked about it in the program last week, just the unknown about Missouri Southern. They get the ball first, and the very first play they go 21 yards untouched. You had to be a little nervous at that point.
It was, because you don't know. Did we not see something? Did somebody miss a tackle? What exactly happened? We're just trying to fill out the game again. And it's hard really for a defense because we haven't tackled all year long, and getting back in that groove of tackling and bringing somebody all the way to the ground is tough at first. But after that first play, you kind of start wondering, all right, what do they have? Is this back that good? And how's their quarterback? How's their O-line? What are the receivers like? And but our guys settled down and did a good job of stopping them.
Really did. And as we mentioned, Tigers score on their first 5 possessions. Jacob Mazzera, a 2-yard run for your first score. Kenneth Iheme had a big run, and Harley Hazlitt a big 22-yard catch to set up that first touchdown. He had a nice debut and really fit in the offense well.
Our guys, a lot of our guys made plays. We was hoping to see Harley make some plays, and we saw something on film, getting a certain formation. This is what they were going to do, and this play was going to be open for us. And, we ran it twice, and both times it went, big plays for us. One was for a touchdown, and Iheme, he's Iheme. He's a chugger, and he's got good speed, and he fights for every yard. And Jake did a good job of reading that play out to score that touchdown. But I thought all 3 of those guys, had really, really good games.
And 10 different players caught passes, and Iheme had 5 receptions. That was a career high for him on Thursday night.
That is, we try to use our backs as much as possible. Me being the running backs coach now, of course, I'm always telling them to check it down to those guys and give them the ball a little bit more. But Jake does a good job of hitting the guys he needs to hit, and seeing who's open, and if nothing's there, hitting his check down. And I'm proud of Jake for doing that, and getting Iheme the ball. But he catches the ball very well, and he's good in open space.
How to settle for field goals on the next 2 possessions after you scored that touchdown? I know it had to be disappointing, especially the second one. You get the big 40-yard pass to Lane Bieberly that got you down into the red zone, but yet you couldn't punch it in for a touchdown. How to settle for the 3?
Yeah, we did, and it's always frustrating as a coach. But they get to the sideline, you got to explain those situations to them, and hey, we need to get more than our goal is not to kick field goals in the red zone. We got to score touchdowns, but if it comes down to getting a field goal, Brandon's got a good enough leg, and he's accurate enough to make those and get some points on the board. So we've got to come away with something, but we'd much rather have a touchdown than a field goal.
Tigers led it 13-0 at the end of the first quarter on Thursday. We'll take a break, come back, and look at the second quarter of action. It was a good one for Fort Hays State as the offense got flying in high gear, and we'll do that right after this.
Have you been living with pain for so long it's become part of your life? At Riverside Chiropractic, they are trained and licensed to treat pain without surgery or drugs. So if you want to leave pain behind, visit Riverside Chiropractic today. It's a natural way to stay healthy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Euling, and here at Riverside Chiropractic, our goal is to get you out of pain as quickly as possible and teach you how to stay out of pain.
Riverside Chiropractic Clinic, 1220 East 27th and Hayes. Find our ad in the Next Tech directory.
Welcome back to Tiger Talk. Gerard Welbrock with you, along with head football coach Chris Brown. Some more of the action from the season opener in Joplin on Thursday. Tiger Talk brought to you by Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers, North Vine and Hayes. It's the taste that brings you back. Stop on by. They've got great steak burgers and, of course, the great concretes as well. So stop on in. North Vine and Hayes, the handy drive-through at Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers, the taste that brings you back. Fort Hays State beating Missouri Southern to open up their season this past Thursday night. Led 13-0 at the end of the first quarter. You had the ball going into the end of the quarter, and you continued that drive early in the second. And Tyler Bacon had a great 31-yard catch. Maybe he's had some pretty impressive ones in his career. He really elevated to pull one in, and it set up your second touchdown of the night.
That was a very, very impressive play. We told Jake to keep those balls to a minimum. But Tyler did a good job of going over. Him and Harley were both there, and he out-jumped all those guys and got the ball and made a big play out of it. And they brought some pressure. Jake had a little bit of guys in his face and threw it up, but that's a play that needed to be made. And we talked about our guys, stepping up and making big plays, and that was a huge play for us in that situation.
Then another one of the new guys, Montario Birchfield, a wide receiver, a great catch, keeping his feet in bounds over on that sideline for the second touchdown of the night.
Yeah, that was a very tough catch, and how he kept his feet in bounds and made that catch is amazing to me. But the kid's got great hands. Had a chance for two more, and he almost caught two of them on the back of those guys. And you don't see that happen very often, but he's a strong enough kid to make those things happen. The ball just spurted out, but that kid's a playmaker, and he makes good things happen for us.
27-0, Tigers had the lead, and then Southern got their only drive of the game. Couple of big plays. Shamar Coleman, their running back, had a big run, and then a catch. It looked like a little miscommunication on coverage on that touchdown catch.
Yeah, they did a little, kind of an outside open play or jet sweep type thing with the back, and they just leaked out the first back, on a wheel route, and our corner didn't see it, but you could see it as it developed right when it happened. The corner saw it. He knew he was too late, and he was frustrated, and he knew he should have ran with that wheel route. But it was a good play on their part, something we hadn't seen in practice or on film, but you got rules, and you got to follow your rules, and they happened to catch us on that one.
Well, the good thing, though, didn't really give up a whole lot after that. And you hold any team, I don't care who they are in the MIAA, to 7 points. It's a pretty good day by the defense.
It is, and even to their total yardage, they did have a lot of total yardage as well. And our defense did a good job of, getting to third downs, getting themselves off the field, and that quarterback scrambled pretty well.
Yeah, he did.
And he did some good things too. But our guys really locked in, made some great plays, and they really started tackling better there. That second quarter, into the second half. But we're very proud of both sides of the ball and how they played.
Defense got a stop, then finally were stopped after scoring on their first 5 possessions, but then came back, took advantage of a short field. They had some special teams problems, and that time you took advantage of it, got it into the end zone. And anytime you get a short field, you definitely want to take advantage of that.
Yeah, you do, and that's huge for us. The Caraway's play, pick up the fumble and on the punt and scored. That's big, and that's right before the half. That's kind of a backbreaker, going into half, and then they tried a field goal, and botch snapped again, and we were able to bring the guy down, so that kept points off the board. So a lot of different things in our special teams, and that's something we really talked to our kids about was, first game. A lot of teams lose this first game because of their special teams, and this one here is a perfect example of how important special teams are, and allowed us to get some more points.
Well, I know you really emphasize that. You always hear the 3 phases: offense, defense, and special teams, and you take a lot of time every practice to work on all those different scenarios.
Yeah, we do. It's a big part of the game, and I really think special teams is probably the biggest part of it, because if you don't have great special teams, your field position is going to be terrible, and touchdowns happen, on either side of the ball, and it can really change the momentum of a game as well. So that's something we got to emphasize each week and get better at each week, and to make sure we got the right kids on the field on those special teams. I mean, their one long run was huge for them, and it's just one guy not doing his job, so we got to make sure that everybody's on the same page, doing their job, doing what they're supposed to do. But I was really proud of the way our special teams played.
41-7, Tigers led it at the half. We'll take another break, talk about the second half, and more to come as we continue right here on Tiger Talk.
That was another legend on 99 KZ Country. And yes, before that, we had a brand new artist. Your home for today's stars and the legends. We play real country. I'm Teresa Trapp. Weather, news, sports, it's all here. We're on Facebook, and there is a listen live link at hayespost.com. Dial us in on your radio at 99.5 FM. KHAZ, real country. 99 KZ Country.
Back on Tiger Talk, brought to you by Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers and Mocha's Coffee Bakery and Bistro, 27th and Indian Trail. Stop on by. They've got a meal for every part of the day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, also the great croissants and more. And, of course, all your favorite coffees, the convenient drive-thru on your way to work or anytime throughout the day at Mocha's Coffee Bakery and Bistro, 27th and Indian Trail in Hayes. Tigers had a 41-7 halftime lead over Missouri Southern on Thursday. And you can kind of feel it might happen. I mean, you have such a convincing lead. Just not that you played poorly, but maybe just didn't have that edge, and it was just kind of a back and forth. Neither team could really get much going in that second half on Thursday.
Yeah, and that's where we got to get better. You go in the locker room and tell your kids, hey, just gonna play like it's 0-0 still, and we got to do a better job of making things happen. And a couple penalties, stalled a couple drives. And, we can't allow that to happen because, once you play a good football team, you're going to play 4 quarters. And I'm not saying Southern wasn't a good football team. We just got out on them early. But, they did a good job of making some adjustments and being able to stop us as well. So, Coach Johnson's always got pretty good players, and he really coaches those kids up. But, they did some things that they gave us trouble. But, we still got to get first downs, and we still got to change field position. And a lot of it was field position in that, in that third quarter. If you got a long field that you have to drive and score, it's not going to happen. It goes to your offense of getting some first downs. And if you do have to punt, at least you change field position. Hopefully your defense stops and gives you better field position and you can score, and that's something that we didn't do.
Nice thing about a game like that, able to get some other kids into the game, but not only in, but got to get some significant playing time. Jacoby Williams played most of the fourth quarter at quarterback, looked really good. Nice to see his progression from his freshman year, and now another year in the program as a redshirt freshman, threw a touchdown. Probably could have had a second had you decided just to down it on the knee to run out the clock, but only had one incomplete pass and looked pretty good.
It was, and it was good to see that second group get in there and go compete and go play, because a lot of times they get in there and we're just in here to mop up time. But it wasn't for them. It was a chance for them to show us what they could do. And Isaiah Blackman had some great runs, in that fourth quarter, and did a great job of picking up pass protection as well. Our old line did a great job, and Jacoby made the plays he needed to make. And Gaither on that one stutter go, nice catch. A yard away from the end zone. Of course we're going to harass him and make fun and say, you got to get that one more yard, but that was one heck of a play by that kid.
Well, a kid who came here as a quarterback, and now he's obviously been a very good holder on your kick coverage or kick team, but has made that transition to wide receiver, and could really see in camp this year the strides he's made in that position.
He has. A lot of our guys have made some strides. Andrew J had a nice catch, and it was a hard ball to catch. Kept his eyes and stayed focused and caught the ball. And Gaither the same way. He's been here a while, but he knows our system offensively now, and he's a great holder, does great. If we have a botched snap, he knows exactly what to do. But I'm just really proud of that group of kids they put in the time and the effort, and they get their chance to get on the field, and they made something happen. I'm very proud of them for that.
A couple of your players named Player of the Week in the MIAA. Jacob Mazzera at quarterback on the offensive side. Brandon Brown as the kicker on the special team side. Jacob 21 of 29, 242 yards, couple of touchdowns, ran for another one, and for the most part looked pretty comfortable back there.
Yeah, he did. He did the things we asked him to do, made the right reads. A few balls here and there that he could have placed differently or put in a different spot. A couple were especially to Monterio Birchfield that puts one outside shoulder or over the top. Those balls are both caught, but for first game I thought he did really, really well. Now, I'm proud of him for getting MIAA Player of the Week, but our guys all talk about it. It's not what I did. We did it as a team, so this is a team award, and that's what I like about our kids.
Brandon Brown had a good year kicking a year ago. He hits all 6 extra points, which I know is very important to you. Got a couple of field goals when asked to kick it from 36 and 39, and has really done a good job on the kickoffs. And there's a lot more goes into kicking than just the field goals and extra points. You're asking him to put the ball in certain spots on kickoffs, but he had a really good game.
He did, and people all they ever think about is the field goals, the extra points, and a lot of it went into all of his kicks. I mean, his kickoffs were deep into the end zone. They didn't get very many returns. He had a great pooch kick where we got the ball back and we were able to score. So all those little things that he has to work on in practice, people really don't see. And he's got to be prepared to do all those kicks. And he works at it every single day. And I'm really excited for him to get that award as well this week.
Well, the Tigers get 2 Conference Players of the Week and now get set for a big one. Home opener Thursday night. Central Missouri comes to town, ranked 13th in the country, and should be a lot of fun. And we'll have a preview look when we return right after this.
As you plan for your business in 2018, advertising should be an important part of your growth strategy. Digital marketing puts your business in front of the right customers online. Advertising with the Hays Post ensures your message will be viewed 1.5 million times a month, including 375,000 unique views a week. Are you ready to grow your business? Advertise with us today. It's affordable and it works. Call us today at 785-628-0467. Eagle Communications, our community connected.
Welcome back to Tiger Talk. Our final segment brought to you by Mocha's Coffee Bakery and Bistro, and of course Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers, North Vine and Hays, the taste that brings you back. A couple of 1-0 teams squaring off at Lewis Field. Home opener Saturday night, the Eagle Communications Kickoff Classic, Fort Hays State, Central Missouri, and a very entertaining game for the Mules in their opener. Beat Pittsburgh State 28-23. Always an explosive offense and pretty good defense to go as well, on a team that made the playoffs a year ago. You got your hands full, but should be a fun one in the home opener Thursday.
Yeah, it is. They're a very good football team. I mean, they're going to be very well prepared on offense and defense and special team wise. I think we match up very well with them with what we do defensively against their offense and our offense against their defense. And then both special teams I think are very, very good. So I think it's going to be a great matchup for both of us. I'm excited to get to this point, and we're playing a ranked opponent, and I just want to kind of see where this team's at. I think we're pretty good, and I think our kids are pretty confident in their abilities and the things that they can do, and we'll see on Thursday.
They're a team that has always passed the ball well, but did they surprise you maybe how well they ran it against Pittsburgh State? A couple of redshirt freshmen at running back, Kobe Wilkerson and Devontae Turner, both had big games.
They did. They're very fast kids. They're very agile. They run very well. They see things very well and can catch the ball in the backfield as well. But those two kids are very talented. And Bowles himself, he runs very, very well. He's just like his brothers that played at Northwest. But he's one of those ones that he might be a little bit more shifty than his brothers were. So, but we got our hands full. But we just got to keep them corralled and then let them get outside the pocket and make tackles. And we got to gain tackle and run to the ball, and hopefully we can do that Thursday.
Just going to bring that up. You face Brooke Bowles, the younger brother, has had great success at Northwest Missouri State. Very agile, but ran the ball very well, very deceptive, and still has a good arm to go with it. It's always a challenge facing those dual threat quarterbacks.
It is. They're so tough to defend because if you spy them with a linebacker or something, now you're taking somebody out of coverage. Put everybody in coverage. Now your D lineman's got to be able to corral him and then take care of him. So, we're going to do some things to try to keep them off balance and keep them in the pocket. If we can keep them in the pocket and keep them there, I think we're going to be fine defensively.
Should be a lot of fun. Hopefully a great atmosphere and a big crowd for the home opener. I mean, you get a nationally ranked opponent into your home field to kick off the home slate. Can't ask for a whole lot more than that.
No, you can't. I just hope we get to pack the stands and people come out and support us and support this team. And we need that support, and our kids enjoy it and just show us that, that Fort Hays State football is important, to Hays, Kansas, and to this community. And, I hope they come out and watch because I think it's going to be a great game.
Hope to see you out at the stadium. Should be a lot of fun. 7 o'clock kickoff from Lewis Field, Fort Hays State, and 13th ranked Central Missouri. It's going to wrap up the program for tonight. Again, a reminder, if you missed any portion of it, you can always catch it online at HaysPost.com. And, of course, the video replay. Big thanks to Jordan. He's behind the camera for the program, and it airs on Eagle Cable Channel 14 and 614 at 11, 4, and 8 o'clock. So 3 times for you to catch it this week on Wednesday because of the Tuesday program here this evening. Of course, Tiger Talk brought to you by our premier sponsors, G&L Tire and Automotive, BTI, Golden Belt Bank, Taco Shop, Hayes Meadow Orthopedic Institute, Horizon Appliance and Electronics, and Adams Brown, Barrett and Ball. And of course, brought to you by Mocha's Bakery and Bistro, 27th and Indian Trail in Hayes, and Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers, North Vine and Hayes. It's the taste that brings you back. Hope to see you at Lewis Field. 7 o'clock kick. We're on the air at 6 with the Auto World pregame show on Tiger Radio Mix 103. For Coach Chris Brown, this is Gerard Wellbrock. Have a good night, everyone.